What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Facebook, welcome to my page. I hope that you guys like what you see, guys, around. It's a pleasure to have you here. We really want to help you out. We really want to make things happen for you on this new year. So we decided to start sharing a lot of content with you guys in this new year. So this is the first of many content packed live streamings that we're gonna do throughout the whole year. So as you come in, please go ahead and give us some love, like and share below. Share with your teams, share with your people, because we're going to be sharing a lot of cool stuff here today, and you surely don't want to miss out. So, relax, sit down, get a cup of coffee or something, and join me here while we talk about how to properly build your relationship with your list. Many things have changed in the past few years, and I see many guys out there trying to do things the old way, and when the matter of fact is that the old way of building relationships with your prospects pretty much don't work anymore. And I'm going to go over and explain the reasons why. I got my good old whiteboard here. Don't worry about this. This is just a funnel design that I was laying out last night. Actually, no, it was Friday, I think, for one for a campaign that we are looking to launch here soon through some media buys and stuff. So, but just to give you some feedback, yesterday I made a live video on my personal profile, letting you guys know that I was going to move everything here to the page, the Millionaire Wisdom page, and I was going to actually move. Let me do a sound check. How is everything looking right now? Let me check. I got my good old iPad here, making sure that everything is all right. Paul, I see you. Thank you for joining. All right, so I see guys joining around. That's amazing. So just making sure that everything is fine. Yesterday I was doing a live video about, I was looking to start sharing this content, but I have some technical issues with my camera and whatnot. And after I got done, a couple of guys messaged me and say, but man, things don't have to be perfect. You just don't sit down and wait for Amazon to deliver that must needed plug that you need to be able to connect your DSLR camera to deliver this content. And so I started to think, and I'm like, you know what? That's true. I am a preacher of taking massive imperfect action. Things don't have to be perfect in life. It's all about taking action and making it happen. So here I was preaching that. Meanwhile, I was trying to get the best possible, right? Because you guys deserve the best camera and everything, so that you guys can consume this content in the best possible manner. But it doesn't have to be that way. So last night I got to work and I did some hacks around my webcam and my tripod and my lighting and all that, and I got it to work. So here I am. I'm gonna start like this, and then we can wait for the plug and all that good stuff to arrive. Let me erase this, because I want to show you guys a couple things. Building relationships with your list, with your prospects, is what will make you the most money. That is the fact. If you don't know this by now, you should, or you know it now. So there are a couple things that you need to be aware of when doing this. The reason I'm doing this is because we're getting ready to launch Millionaire Wisdom on March. But I realize that not everybody will have the means to actually come and be part. Access to the Millionaire Wisdom, which is pretty much access to me and to the team and to us and everybody who is involved, is going to be by application only. Sadly, not everybody will qualify to become part of it. I wish it was that way, but it's just impossible. And we need to make sure that everybody that we work with is properly qualified and have the mindset in place. So what I decided to do is that to start delivering through here, through this channel, right? Through this fan page, content packed videos that will help not only those that will actually join us, but also help those that for whatever reason can't join us when we launch on March. Maybe because they don't qualify, maybe because they don't have the proper funds and marketing budgets assigned or ready to be able to launch campaigns, because what we're going to teach is about mastering traffic. We're going to teach you how to master traffic, but in order for you to master traffic, you need to have a lot of stuff in place, and we're going to help you with all that. For those who join us, don't worry about it, it's not complex. We're going to teach you all that. What you will learn when about running traffic is that 80% of the work is just prep work. The anticipation of launching that campaign, getting ready to launch that campaign to start driving traffic. You need to have everything in place, and we're going to teach you step by step how to have everything in place. One of those things that you must have in place that we're going to be sharing here today is how to properly build a relationship with your leads, your prospects. You drive traffic, you collect traffic. How do you do it? How do you connect with them so that that person trusts you enough to buy from you? Especially, this video will be a hell of a lot helpful. This will be a lot helpful for those of you who are actually in any MLM related company, like or ascending model funnels like Digital Altitude, if you are on MCA, if you are on Ticademics, if you're on Mobi, if you're in on Power Network, if you are on even Herbalife, or even if you're selling Avon, you know, or whatever you're doing that has this MLM or comp plan like reverse commissions, easy one up, all those type companies or offers, like I call them, out there. If you are on one of those, this video that you're watching right now, whether you're watching it after the live has ended or if you're here live with us, it will be helpful for you, okay? Because we're going to teach you how exactly is that you build that relationship with your leads. I always say this, and I will say it once again, just for those of you who are just tuning in and don't know this, have not watched any of my live videos in the past. I always say this, and it's important that you understand this. People join people. People don't join companies. I will say that again because this is powerful and you need to understand this. People join people. People don't join companies. So if you are on, for example, just to mention one of them, Digital Altitude, and you expect people to come and join you and upgrade and go to the Rise, Peak, or Ascend level, and they don't know who you are as their sponsor, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a hard time making those sales, getting people to join you. They need to know who you are. They need to know what do you have to bring to the table. Period. They need to know. All right? So if they don't know who you are and what do you have to bring to the table, more than likely, a lot of people will not join you. They will not join the business because they don't trust who you are and what do you have to bring. And maybe you're asking to yourself right now, but Manny, how do I do that? How do I bring something to the table if I am a newbie? I am a newbie. I am just starting out. I was told that I can just come in and click a button and make money. You know, I was told that everything is done for me. I was told that it's easy to come and make money with this company. Hold on one second. Don't get scared. Don't freak out. All right? You're not a newbie. You're just a future expert. All right? And you do have stuff to bring to the table. You have life experiences. You have knowledge in many topics that maybe you don't even realize. You need to sit down what I'm good at. In the offline world, you can bring that into the online world and use it as a hook. But something that I tell you guys, it's always this. You need to understand this. You are in the process of learning. And if you are in an MLM type company, there is a team, there's a hierarchy. You got your sponsor, right? And your sponsor has his sponsor, and so on and so forth, right? So if you are learning, for example, now you're learning from me how to properly build a relationship with your leads and prospects so that they join you. All that you have to do is like once you learn something out, you just turn around and you teach that out to your team, your prospects, your leads. That's what you have to bring to the table. That's what you have. You know, you're pretty much telling them, hey, I'm here. I might not be the most expert guy, but what I can promise you is that as soon as I learn something that is working, I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to work with you. I'm going to ensure that not only I succeed, but you also succeed. It's all about perception. Perception is reality. Understand that. So if you don't have to be this all-time guru that has maybe like me 8 years of marketing experience. All that you need is to show your guys, your leads, and your prospects that you're there for them, and that you're willing to do anything that it takes to ensure that they succeed just as you will succeed. Am I making sense here so far, guys? If I'm making sense, just click the like button below. Just click the like a bunch of times just to see if I'm making sense here, right? So let me. Good morning, Jomari. Good morning. I see you guys around. Nice to see you, man. I just want to make sure that you guys understand this. So here's how you properly build. I'm going to show you first the old way. How most people still today are trying to do this and they're failing. So how things work the old way is that first you build a landing page, right? Landing page where you're asking for your name, and then you have headline here. That's your capture page. From your capture page, they send people to the maybe VSL, right? VSL with the buy button, right? Buy my shit out. And if they buy, well, then they go into the system. But a lot of people then, what they do is that you drive traffic. Traffic to the opt-in page. People opt in here, and when they opt in here, they go to the VSL. Simple funnel, simple process. The traffic can be coming from Facebook, YouTube, whatever, media buys, mobile traffic, email marketing, solo ads, rock solid traffic. There's so many ways to drive traffic to this opt-in page right here. And then you were sending them to the VSL. And if some people buy, some people don't. But when they opt in here, they enter your list. And if there's something that you must know, if you don't know by now, is that the money is on the list. I make it twice here. The money is on the list. It's being preached for ages. When I first got started, back in 2008, one of the first things that I learned is that the money is on the list. That's where the money is at. Because now you have a list of prospects, people that told you here, hey, I'm interested on making money online. I want to learn how to make money online. And this applies to anything. We're talking about the make money online here, but this applies your weight loss. I'm interested on losing weight. I'm interested on diabetes recipes. I'm interested on skincare creams. I'm interested on cheaper auto insurance. Whatever vertical you're working with. For the sake of this example, we're going to talk about the make money online niche, because this is the industry that pretty much does a lot of things more often. But they tell you, all right, the money's on the list. The money's on the list. The money's on the list. And I'm here to tell you that the money is not on the list. What money? Are you going against what every guru since the start of the internet is telling me? Everybody tells me that the money is on the list. And you're telling me that the money is not on the list? What the hell are you talking about? I'm out of here. I'm tuning out. Wait a minute. Before you leave, let me explain myself here. Nowadays, the money is not on the list. The money is on the relationship that you have or you build with that list. People need to trust you. People need to know who you are. People need to know what you stand for. Period. Long gone are the days where you can just build a list, spam the hell out of it, and pull out a lot of money. I'm sorry, but that's not how things work anymore. And if that is what you're trying to achieve, this is why you're not encountering results. You're not having results. I'm telling you, I know that. If your list is not generating you money, it's because you're not building a proper relationship with it. So this is what people used to do. Going back, people used to drive traffic to a capture page, right? Then they enter the list. They enter the list. Let me make that T better so you can see it. And then, whether they bought or not, what they started doing is they start sending Do you like my drawing skills? But anyways, so once people enter your list, what people most likely do, they start sending what is called a follow-up series. They start following up with that prospect that enter your list, sending them back to the VSL, VSL, and to the VSL, right? To the VSL, so that they can, so it's pretty much buy my shit. So you don't know who this person is. You don't know what they stand for. You don't know their marketing background. You don't know shit about them. But when they enter your list, you're just emailing them over and over and over, telling them, buy my shit, buy my shit, buy my shit. That's exactly how you sound. Buy my shit. Over and over and over and over, and I can continue to go here infinity. And you're wondering why people are not buying your shit. Because you are not taking the time to find out who the fuck they are. Who they are. Who they are. So what people started doing then is that they started emailing them with content, then VSL, then content. Do you know? Content, right? Content, VSL, content, VSL. And they somehow started building a little bit of a bond, because through the content, that person who entered the list started to see who are you. They started to see, the first thing that they ask is when they enter your list, they enter your list, right? They enter your list. The first thing that people ask when you email them is who you are. Who? But who you are. Not the person who entered the list, but the person sending this email. Who? So when you start delivering content, these people who enter here start to see who you are. And therefore, they start getting to know you throughout the content. How most people deliver the content inside the email. Like tips on how to build a capture page, or tips or proper way of, how you drive traffic from traffic through opt-in page. You start delivering content, knowledge-based emails. And through those emails, through your writing patterns, people started to get to know who you are. This is the old way of doing things, of course. This is the old way, what we're talking about right now. If you're just tuning in, this is what we're talking about, the old way of building that relationship. You deliver content, then you deliver VSL maybe, or sales page, right? And then content again, and so on and so forth. And by doing these things, they get to know who you are. That's fine and dandy, but they don't really know who you are. They're just familiar with a name on the front field and your writing style, your email. Do they know who you are? No. And this is how most people do things still today. This is how most people do things. Still today, most people are doing things this way. With me, some results, some have results, others don't. But this is not how you should be doing these things. You should not be doing that, because it's 2017 already, guys. It's 2017. You need to understand this. Times have changed. Technology has advanced. We live in a more connected world today. And just sending an email to your list with a piece of content, and then a VSL and another piece of content, and then another VSL will not cut it anymore. Does not cut it anymore. People need to know who you are, but you also need to know who they are. Because if there is something important in a relationship, is that there are two people in it. There's no such thing as a one-person relationship. Well, you might have a good relationship within yourself, with yourself and whatnot, but that's a topic for another day. But a relationship, it's about who you are and who they are. So they need to know who you are, and you need to know who they are. You need to start delivering more personalized content to them. When you do this, you will see success. And this is how you do it. This is the new way. Let's talk now about the new way of doing things. And let me tell you, if you start applying these tactics that I'm about to show you today, you will see amazing results. You will see amazing results. All right? You will start seeing that your list becomes more responsive. Now you will have crazy opt-in rates. Crazy open rates, and click rates. And people will follow you, and they will be excited about you sending them an email. So pay close attention. On the top, we have just the same traffic. Let me say here, new way. All right? This is the new way. So we got traffic. From traffic, we got, of course, our opt-in page. So we got our nice headline, and then, maybe name and email, although this is something to understand. For every field that you have on an opt-in page, you reduce your opt-in rate. What I ask on my opt-in pages is just for one thing and one thing only, and that's the email. That's the only thing that I need to be able to deliver my message to that person. When I'm sending traffic at this stage of the relationship, I don't need their name, and I don't need their phone, and I don't need their address. I don't need anything else from them at this stage of the relationship. My relationship with that person that is just a visitor to my opt-in page. See, you're dating your visitors. You think like you're dating them. I'm gonna try to get her to bed on the first date. I mean, you can try if you're a man, and if she's easy, well, good. But more than likely, you need to get her to know you, to get her, to see what you stand for. So at this stage, on the first date, they're just seeing what you have to offer, what you have here on your opt-in page. That's it. So the only thing that you need here is the email. If you ask for a name, you will lower your opt-in rates. If you ask for the phone, I see a lot of people doing this. It's crazy. They ask for a phone here. And what is even more crazy is that they ask for a phone here and they don't use the phone. Asking for a phone will decrease your opt-in rate a lot. A lot. Because it's personal. Giving an email, people are used to give out emails. People are used to give out emails. But to give your phone, when somebody decides, all right, I'm going to give my phone, my personal phone, that they can ring me and be in touch with me anytime, I need to think about it, because they don't know who you are yet at this stage. You don't know who you are. You're already asking for a phone. Just try to walk up to a random woman in the street and just say, the only thing that you say, hey baby, can you give me your phone? She'll be like, unless she's a slut, and excuse me ladies watching this, but what's just a slut, She'll be like, what the hell are you talking about? My phone? Who you are? That's the first question they're going to ask. Who you are? Asking for my phone? Who you are? They need to know who you are. So you're asking for a phone here when they don't know who you are yet? Am I making sense here, guys? Am I making sense? Can I get some likes? Am I making sense here? And I'm just talking crazy shit here. If you put a phone number here, be ready to use it. If you don't have a system in place to call the leads on the phone, or to drop a ringless voicemail, or to drop an SMS or something that requires the phone, don't ask for it. Don't ask for it. Don't ask for it. Because that will decrease your opt-in rate. All right? All you need at this stage is the email. From the email, they will, of course, enter your list. Just like in the old way of doing things, traffic, email, list. Make sense? But now, what you need to do is that when you start delivering your emails, this first email is very important. They need to know, it needs to answer a couple questions. This first email is not about download my ebook. It's not about go and buy my shit. This first email is about who you are. Answer the question. Answer the question, who you are. How you do this? You write it in an email. Hey, my name is Manny Hernandez. I'm the CEO of Click Cash Marketing. I've been doing online marketing for 8 years. I want to help you out. I want to make it happen for you. I want to thrive you. But don't believe me. Follow me on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever social networks you have, LinkedIn. You answer who you are and you bring them over. Now it's no longer keeping things on the email. You don't want to keep them on your email list. You want to bring them into your social network because you hang out there more than on your list. That's where you hang out. So basically what you're saying is like inviting them. Hey baby, how are you? And they're telling you, I'm fine, this is my email. Good. This is who I am. My name is Manny Hernandez. I'm the CEO of Click Cash Marketing. I've been doing online marketing for 8 years now. And guess what? I want to invite you to hang out with me. Will you like to hang out with me? I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Come and follow me. Come and find out who I really am, because here is who I told you that I am. But here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, you will be able to see for yourself who I really am. And when you see who I really am, you will want to hang out with me all day long, every single day. Every single day, I want to hang out with you because now I know who you are. That's the new way of doing things. You need to bring them over to your social media. Bring them over to your social media. Let them know who you really are. They gotta see your face. They gotta see your pictures. They gotta see your posts. They gotta see what you stand for. If you are for Trump or against Trump, they need to really know who you are. Like, what are your political views? What are your views about climate? Just like when you're dating a woman, she needs to know who you are, what you stand for. She needs to know. And the only way it will be through here. And of course, you're still delivering emails, but now you do it in this way. You do content, hook. Jab, hook. Jab, hook. That's how you do it. You do the same here. Content, then buy. And if you are serious about promoting your business, if you're serious about making things happen, you should not be afraid of sharing your opportunity on your personal profile, on your personal YouTube channel, on your Twitter and Instagram. Because if you do believe in your company, you should not be afraid of sharing it. So now they see you delivering content through email, you're delivering content through social media, and then you're also delivering access to the VSL that you will deliver from here, and also from this one. And then you do, this will be content, pitch. And then you do content, and then another one, content, and then the other one, it's pitch, that goes to the VSL. The pitch goes to the VSL. So pitch VSL, pitch VSL. So your content. And when I mean content, it doesn't have anything elaborated. It's just you making that connection. It's maybe you just getting on a live video and emailing them and say, hey, join me live. I'm going to be live on Facebook. Come and join me. So you send them that email. They come and see you on Facebook Live, and then you're delivering content. Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know that this, we're making things happen. This is the stuff. You give them an update. You're not selling them. Don't sell. Don't even share your link. Don't even share your link on it. Just tell them, what are you up to for that day? Snapchat. We almost forgot that. Snapchat. Amazing tool. So you're constantly in front. You're present. They know who you are. This is what happens. When they find out who you are, this is what's going to start to happen. They're going to start emailing you back. They start following you and making comments on your post on Facebook, making comments on your YouTube videos, making comments on your Twitter updates, making comments on your Instagram. And when they start doing that, then you start to find out who they are. Who they are. This is the most important thing. Who they are. You start to find out who they are. And when you know who they are, now you have completed the relationship. Now you can pitch anything and they will buy it, because now they're joining you. They're not joining the company. Because like I said at the beginning, people join people. They don't join companies. You need to start bringing them over. You need to start telling them who you are, and you need to start finding out who they are. When you find out who they are and they know who you are, that is a relationship. And when you have a relationship with your leads, with your prospects, with your people, you start seeing sales. And I'm talking a lot of sales. The problem is that a lot of people want to see the sales on day one. They go out and they buy a solo ad, they drive it to the opt-in page, and they want to see the return on investment on that day. And if they don't see it, it's never because they're not doing a proper relationship. It's not because they're not properly building a relationship with their list. What they do is they blame the traffic. Oh, the traffic sucks. The traffic was not quality enough. No. If you're doing a good job here, believe me, that regardless of the quality of the traffic, you will see results. Because what you're doing is getting a visitor, a cold ass visitor, and turning that visitor into a follower. Then building a relationship with that visitor and building, then they will buy. They will buy anything that you pitch. Today, tomorrow, if you change companies next week, they will come and follow you and join you. If you have a new system next year, they know who you are. You know who they are. They will come and buy anything that you put in front of them, because you have a relationship with them. Built the proper way. So I hope that you guys, let me look at this. I hope that you guys liked what I've seen. All right, awesome stuff. So I hope that you guys like what I have shared here today. And I hope that you guys take advantage of this, because I can be here all day explaining all this stuff to you guys, but if you guys don't do your due diligence, if you guys don't actually go out and make things happen and build the relationship with your leads, you will not see the results. and I want you to have results. All right? So thank you for watching. This is your boy Manny Hernandez, and remember this. It's not about the money, it's about the freedom.